Okay, hey guys, I wanted to talk to you, give you a little bit of tips that I had learned from installing the, however you say this, the MCombo sun awning. I just wanted to show you a couple things that I had learned during this process. There was a couple items that were a little bit more difficult to understand the instructions, and so I just want to show you from there. All right. Okay, so here is the awning installed. I have it about halfway out. That can actually extend a little bit further out, but it's actually a nice product overall. No real complaints about it. The only complaints I have were in the instructions there, that instruction booklet. A little bit hard to read, somewhere around 6 or 7. So that's what I wanted to come out here and show you. A couple areas that I learned, and hopefully not be too much of a mistake for you all as well. So one of the first was this little roller guy here. So if you notice this main bar across here, it comes in a couple different pieces and you have to put it together. So this roller bar, this little support bracket, for the longer ones, I think this one's 13 feet. Put this on first. If you're following the instructions, there is a separate set of instructions that says to put this support on. And if you're not noticing that, you will attach all these screws in this bar and you'll get it all put together. You'll get the whole piece put on here. You'll get all this stuff on. And then you'll realize that you haven't put this on yet. And that's exactly what happened to me. So you have to put this piece on first, and definitely will help. Also, the other item is make sure you have it going the right direction. That's very important as well. I think I put it on the first time, unfortunately, put it upside down. And so, yeah, so make sure you're putting it the right way. Next item, okay, so these guys here. They have 2 pieces to them. One's right here, this little P piece, I think is the letter of it. And then you also have the Q piece, whatever, it's a little T piece. So there's a bolt inside here as well. So best way to do this, and I couldn't understand, reading the instructions, you have no idea what it's actually asking you to do. Slide this piece on first. Just leave it loose. Slide this piece in and leave it loose as well. Leave both of those nuts. It'll tell you to tighten them down. Don't do that. Just leave them both loose. Just tighten the one, where's the thing? Just tighten this one here. So do that one first. And you don't even have to tighten it all the way. Just tighten it a little bit to where this will still move and slide in that groove. Because what's going to happen is you want, this is a protection piece. So when you crank it in, let's see if I can do it really quick. So as this thing comes in, what happens is these bars, they're going to get closer and closer. And it will stop this once it gets so far in here. And it won't let it go all the way in. It can't retract all the way in, otherwise it will hit the middle piece and cause some damage. So you want to leave these loose, and then you want to retract it all the way in, so you get it in here and you find out exactly where you need it, and then you tighten them down. You first tighten that piece there down first. That's the best way to do that one. And then once you get that done, just do one side of these. And tighten it when you actually get it hung. Don't even tighten it inside. Wait till you actually get it hung up here and then tighten it down. That seemed to be the best way to do this. Okay, so now you can see it. Here we go. It's all the way in here. It's all the way in. Everything looks good. This is when then I came in here. I'm like, all right, this is where it needs to be before it ends up touching You know, any of this stuff back here, this is where then, you know, you're like, okay, it's hidden there, it's safe, it's a good spot. Just a little hand tighten it down, it'll keep it in place. Then you come back over and tighten the outside. Tighten that bolt, locks it in place. Do the same thing on the other side, and that will secure that place and it'll secure those arms in place. And then you can loosen it, you know, open it all the way up. So you open it all the way up out here, then put your ladder out there, climb up there, tighten those things down. And it locks them into place, and then you won't have any problems with it whatsoever. I had another item I thought about this one is how I got the roller in the middle. Because they said, oh, put it as close as possible to the middle. What I had to do, kids, what I had to do was you slide it in on one side first. Actually take this bolt out and this bolt, because you have to put this bolt, so you slide it in whichever way you're going to go. Then you have to slide it over this direction, put this bolt in, and then you have to slide it back and then put this bolt in. The reason being is because the nut that is back behind here, you can't tighten it because it'll hit this wheel. And so that was one of the items that I learned as well. So that's the way to do it. Take this one out, slide it over here, put this one in, slide it back to the middle, then put this bolt. Good to go. Okay, so those were the couple of tips that I learned throughout this process. I made the mistake at first because once I was inside, I had tightened up a couple of those bolts on those arms, and it was while I was still putting it together, and so they were extended just a little bit. Didn't realize it. I'm just following the instructions, and so I tightened them up and then got it out here, and then realized that, oh, I'm putting strain on the arms. It wouldn't retract all the way because I had tightened them inside. Instead, like I said, just leave them loose. You know, just a little bit, so they'll slide in and out. You know, you can retract it, you can open it up, no big deal. So just I would do that, and then that other piece, just watch for those instructions there. But feel free, you know, ask me any questions, comments, anything like that. I can help you out with it. If I think of anything else, I'll add it to the video a little bit later. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Take care.